The Rams beat the Buccaneers because they're the better team with the better coach, and in 2020, the better quarterback. Tom Brady was awful again, and that's a key word, again. Sean McVay ran the ball, tied game, 3rd and 8, to hold for a field goal, to give it to Tom Brady with 2 and change to go because he knew. He knew that Tom Brady would throw a pick, and it was, as you saw, a grotesque overthrow. I mean, look at the final numbers. 216 yards for Tom Brady. You watched the game. Begs the follow-up question. How did he even get to 216? Tom Brady in primetime, terrible. Absolutely awful. This was a wretched performance, and honestly, you can't be surprised. And honestly, Brady deserves a major hit, and so does Bruce Arians. Bruce, your quarterback is 43 years old. Run the ball. Use your tight ends. Help Tom Brady out. My goodness. This is not Andrew Luck or Carson Palmer in their prime. No risk it, no biscuit. Have some balance. It's amazing. Week before against Carolina, you ran Ronald Jones. I don't want to see Leonard Fournette ever again. And by the way, you poured on the points and won a game. Week before, you had 5 total carries in terms of running the football, and you got destroyed against New Orleans. It is insane the way Bruce Arians coaches this team. You look at Brady, last 3 games, throws of 20 yards or more downfield, 0 for 15, 3 interceptions. And by the way, Tom, shake hands after the game. You only do it when you win, and you run off the field when you lose. You got Jared Goff looking for you, just like Nicky Foles wondered where you were. It's a terrible, terrible look. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are on a road to nowhere. Their quarterback and their coach are killing them. Remember a few weeks ago when Jared Goff was talking about the LA trifecta with the Dodgers and the Lakers and the Rams, and I said I loved it? Listen, people need to start acknowledging the LA Rams are the favorites when you look at it in the NFC to go to the Super Bowl. They are the best team in the NFC with the most balance. Goff was outstanding. You take a look at Cooper Kupp. He was awesome. Bob Woods was absolutely sensational. Watch the game. Look at the numbers. Those 2 interceptions for Goff bugged me. How about the play he made at the end of the first half? That was just flat out awesome when he had the ability to matriculate down the field, move the ball down, run up, spike the ball, and with 1 second left, get a field goal for Sean McVay's team. By the way, they would win by 3. McVay is an unbelievable head coach. His play selection, that first drive was so crisp, so clean. The play action, and this defense is amazing. And that's the point. We referenced it earlier, what he did in terms of decision with the field goal. This defense is awesome. Jalen Ramsey's a legit shutdown corner. Aaron Donald is a superstar. And the Rams defense, of course, they go on the road and beat Tom Brady. Great defense is portable, and what they have in L.A., it is a sensational defense, balance on offense, excellent head coach. Of course the Rams can go to the Super Bowl. Now, you look at the landscape when you reference the NFC, I think the Rams are the best team in the conference. I think the Saints are going to end up with the number 1 seed. Obviously, the Buccaneers loss was huge for them in terms of winning the division. Obviously, they have the tiebreaker. Taysom Hill rocked steady over the weekend. Listen, I'm not going to tell you I was wrong. Still would have started Winston. I do acknowledge that Hill played well. Not Steve Young here. Established Michael Thomas. He ran the ball incredibly well. I think when you look at the schedules, the Saints will end up with the 1 seed. The Saints will get the 1 seed. But I'm telling you right now, I think the Rams are going to win the West. I think the Rams can beat anyone, anytime, anywhere. The upside for the Packers to go to the Super Bowl, but problem is, it's all about Aaron Rodgers carrying the team. I mean, I don't blame MVS for the fumble. I blame Brian Gutekunst, who didn't draft a wide receiver to be Devontae Adams and Aaron Rodgers number 2. That's why MVS is put in that position. MVS should be a 3 or a 4, and you wouldn't even think twice about it. Upside for the Packers, go to the Super Bowl. Upside for the Seahawks, if they can play defense, go to the Super Bowl. Heck, I wouldn't even rule out a team like the Arizona Cardinals. But last night was more proof the LA Rams are the most balanced and best team in the NFC. Spoiler alert, we knew Patrick Mahomes what was going to happen. You were going to get the ball and you were going to score a touchdown. I knew it. You knew it. The Raiders knew it. Patty Mahomes was superb once again, and I'm already daydreaming about the unofficial passing of the baton Sunday on CBS with the Chiefs and the Buccaneers. My goodness, Mahomes sensational Sunday night in prime time. And let me tell you something. This week on CBS in Tampa Bay, my man is going to be dynamite. He is absolutely the leader in the clubhouse for NFL MVP. And you have to remember just how special this is. He's Jordan-esque. Everyone knew the minute Derek Carr threw that touchdown to Jason Witten, too much time. Too much time. And listen, the Chiefs, they're going to end up going to the Super Bowl. I think, and we'll get to it later in the show, the Steelers are going to end up dropping a game or two. I think that Kansas City, and they've got a tough schedule, all things considered. Listen, these teams have to play the Chiefs. I don't think because of Mahomes, this team is losing a game the rest of the season. Take a moment, stop and smell the roses. Patrick Mahomes is special, one of one. I can't wait to see him on CBS this Sunday. Welcome back. Time to shine. We have a lot to talk out together on this Tuesday. Is now the right time to bench Carson Wentz? You betcha. And I don't say that with any joy or jubilation. Love Carson Wentz. He was going to get my MVP vote years ago before he ripped up his knee. I called him a superstar last year. Meant every word. Carson Wentz is awful. Carson Wentz leaves the league, and I can't believe he just did that moment at the quarterback position. He is not confident. He is a turnover machine. He is unsure of himself. Look, there have been circumstances, including Peterson, who I don't think has put him in positions to be successful. Injuries, it's on Carson Wentz. I'm not saying bench him for the entire season. He needs a break. He needs to clear his head. Jalen Hurts needs to play. You see number 2 in the background. He needs to be up front. Listen, there is no reason to believe the Philadelphia Eagles. I mean, you heard it during the pick segment on Friday, and then you saw it on Sunday. Myles Garrett didn't play. It didn't matter. He's one of the 3 best defensive players in the league. It didn't matter because Carson Wentz is that bad. And I disagree with what Peterson said. I think, if anything, the guys in the locker room now looking sideways, saying, you're playing a guy who's killing the team. Come on, Doug. You're better than that. It's all there still in terms of winning the division. You can't do it with a double agent who's giving it up to the other team. Carson Wentz, I love him. Can't play anymore. You have to put him on the bench for him and for the team. So who's going to win the NFC East? Give me the Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys are officially back, at least from the perspective of winning the worst division literally in the history of the National Football League. This was a statement win against the Minnesota Vikings. How about our guy Mike McCarthy going all prop comic, all Gallagher, smashing the watermelons at the team meeting? Listen, the Dallas Cowboys, you look at this historically grotesque division, you look at the Dallas Cowboys' remaining schedule, you understand that they have talent on offense. They should win on Thanksgiving. They should beat the Bengals. They should beat the Niners. They should beat the Eagles. They should beat the Giants. The Dallas Cowboys are my pick to win this awful division. And by the way, this is big for Mike McCarthy. Mike McCarthy has been an abject failure. And I love Coach McCarthy, love the hire. It's been a mess of a year. This would be gigantic if he could find a way to turn it around. Listen, well, you still have 3 excellent wide receivers. You still have Zeke, who was superb against Minnesota. Andy Dalton, we called him in the offseason the best backup quarterback in the league. You should be able to beat those bad teams. I think the Cowboys are better than the ones we said that they would knock off after Thanksgiving. And I think they're going to beat the Washington football team on Thanksgiving. The Cowboys are my pick to win the NFC East. I'm pretty sure that's the case. Who's the team to beat in the AFC South? Let me tell you something. This division is absolutely spicy. And I love the fact that we're going to have the Colts and the Titans this weekend on CBS. I still think the Indianapolis Colts are going to win the division. But on a scale of 1 to 10, the level I'm impressed with the Tennessee Titans is about a 58. Derrick Henry, that's all effort. A.J. Brown, that's all heart. You have great players doing special things. And listen, these guys are tied when you look at the record. And obviously the showdown on Sunday, absolutely positively gigantic. But Phillip Rivers and the Colts beat Tennessee in Tennessee on Thursday night a few weeks ago. Ball game this week is at home in Indianapolis. Both these teams have some difficult games when you check the schedule down the stretch. But let me tell you something. I think both are going to make the playoffs. Colts are going to win the division. Love what I saw from the Colts defense when it mattered the most against the Green Bay Packers. They ran the ball effectively. Best game we've seen from Jonathan Taylor as a pro. Rivers was excellent. Listen, Tennessee was so amazing. Down double digits on the road in Baltimore. A.J. Brown, Derrick Henry. That was flat out fantastic. I said preseason the Colts. All year long, I think they've been a little bit more dominant and consistent. If they just would have beat Jacksonville in week 1, we wouldn't even be talking this out on said Tuesday. I think the Colts will end up winning this weekend. Harbinger of things to come in the division. Will the Pittsburgh Steelers go undefeated? No, they won't. And really, it doesn't matter. I don't want people in Pittsburgh to think that I'm doubting the team. Ben Roethlisberger is a legit MVP candidate. He is currently, and I'm a voter, number 3 in my rankings. It would go Mahomes by a smidge over Rodgers, by a smidge over Ben Roethlisberger. He's the MVP of a team that's currently undefeated. The schedule's tough. Baltimore, I thought the Ravens could and would win this game, but now without J.K. Dobbins and without Mark Ingram on Thanksgiving, that won't happen. Listen, I think that Pittsburgh could drop the Buffalo game, the Indianapolis game, the Cleveland game. Remember, that's in Cleveland. That's not going to be easy, and we might be in a spot where Cleveland needs that one more than Pittsburgh. Listen, it doesn't matter if they go undefeated. You know, I think you want to try to get the 1 seed. That's all that matters when it's all said and done, because only one team in each conference gets that tie. All that matters for the Pittsburgh Steelers, home field throughout, in the Steel City, in the postseason, getting that week off. This has been an unbelievable, perfect 10-0 start for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Ben Roethlisberger has been off the charts amazing. Undefeated season. That's not going to happen. And really, it doesn't even matter. Just focus on the 1 seed.
Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the bell for more videos.